Okay, C1 plus 2 into 5 C2. I think it is 2 into 5 into C2. Okay, 2 into 5 into C2. 3 into 5 square into C3. So, okay. So, C1 means NC1. So, I can write sigma R equal to 1 to N NCR. What about this 2, 3 and all? Even here I can write 1 into 1. So, here 1, here 2, here 3 means it is R. Here 1, here 5, here 5 square means 5 power R minus 1 into NCR. Okay. Now, as I said, we don't want into anything. Okay, R or R plus 1 or R plus 2 we don't want. We want to have only NCR. So, how to eliminate this R is you can write this as this by this into 1 less 1 less. So, sigma R equal to 1 to N R into 5 power R minus 1 N by R into N minus 1 C R minus 1. We can cancel. Now, we'll get N outside. Sigma R equal to 1 to N minus 1 C R minus 1 5 power R minus 1. You can directly say that it is expansion of 1 plus 5 whole power N minus 1. If you want to see it, put R equal to 1, so on. You will get N minus 1 C0 into 5 power 0, N minus 1 C1 into 5 power 1, N minus 1 C2 into 5 square, so on up to N minus 1 C N minus 1 5 power N minus 1. You can easily see this is actually binomial expansion of 1 plus 5 whole power N minus 1, which is N into 6 power N minus 1. Okay, so the main part is if you have some X power R, not an issue. But if you have into R or into R plus 1, we have to remove this. That's why you have to do this. N is a constant, you can take it out. And whatever is the R value here, we want to have same power here, and we have that. And we have sigma NCR X power R is 1 plus X whole power N. So directly from here to here, you can write 1 plus X whole power N minus 1. So to complete it, sorry, stop. Okay, just to record, I'll quickly explain once again. Okay, this was the question. 2 into 5 is there, 3 into 5 square, let on 4 into 5 cube. I wrote here 1 into 1. Looking at the pattern, 1 here, 2 here, 3 here, the R stem, R plus 1 stem, R stem will have R. 1 here, 5 square, 5 power R minus 1, and 1, 2, 3 means NCR. I don't want this R. Okay, then only I can use one of the formulas. So how to do that? This by this into 1 less, you can use that. R will get cancelled. N is a constant with respect to sigma because only R is variable, I can take it out. Now from here only you can see NCR X power R is 1 plus X whole power N expansion. If not, let us expand this, put R equal to 1, 2, 3, you will get this. Looking at this, you can easily understand it binomial expansion of 1 plus 5 whole power N minus 1 because you have 5 power 0, 5 power 1, 5 square. And all the binomial things. That's it. Okay, 55. Usually when you get alternative plus minus, most likely it is 0, but still we will see. Think about 55. Okay, 55. It can be written as sigma r equal to 0 to n r plus 1 whole square into NCR minus 1 whole power r. Put r equal to 0, you'll get first term. Put r equal to 1, you'll get second term. Put r equal to 3, third term. Because you are getting alternative plus minus, I wrote minus 1 whole power r NCR into this. Okay, we can easily look at the pattern and tell that. Now, as I said, we don't want anything in this. We want to write this in terms of, yesterday only I said, if you want to cancel this, we should be able to write r plus 1 whole square as some a plus b r plus c into r minus 1. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you can easily, actually you can expand this and adjust it, but I want to just do the pattern thing. Now, if I want to find ABC values, if I take a r square coefficient on both sides, here r square coefficient is 1, here r square coefficient is 6. If I put r equal to 0, this is 0, this is 0, I'll get 1 equal to a. And then if I put r equal to 1 on both sides, so that I can make this into 0, this will become 4 is equal to a plus b. So I'll get b is equal to 3. Okay, so I can write this sigma r equal to 0 to n 1 plus 3r plus r into r minus 1. You can easily adjust also. For example, this is r square minus r plus 3r is 2r plus 1. It is actually same thing. NCR minus 1 whole power. Now expand this sigma r equal to 0 to n 1 into NCR minus 1 whole power r. Next sigma, instead of 0, I'll write r equal to 1 to n, because anyway when you put 0, this is going to be 0. 3r into this NCR, I'm going to write n by r into n minus 1 CR minus 1 whole power r. Sorry, not I mind today. Okay. Okay, so I took this into this. When I took this into this, I wrote r equal to 1, not 0, because 0 anyway is 0, and NCR I wrote n by r into this. Next, when I take this into this, I am going to take sigma r equal to 2 to n, because when I put 0, it is 0, when I put 1 also it is 0. R into r minus 1, I want to use formula twice for this. N by r into n minus 1 by r minus 1 into n minus 2 c r minus 2 minus 1 whole power r. I'm erasing first two lines here. Okay, now this first one is sigma r equal to 0 to n NCR minus 1 whole power r. The second one, r will cancel, n will come out. 3n times sigma r equal to 1 to n minus 1 c r minus 1 whole power r. Third one, r will cancel, r minus 1 will cancel. I'll get n into n minus 1 into sigma r equal to 2 to n minus 2 c r minus 2 minus 1 whole power r. Now, if you expand this, you'll get full binomials of n, NC0, NC1, NC2, NC3, but alternatively plus minus. If you get all the binomials of NCR, but alternative plus minus, what is the answer?
0.
0. So, this is 0. Here also, if you expand, you'll get all the binomials of n minus 1, C0, n minus 1, C1, n minus 1, C2, everything alternative plus minus. So, that is also 0. N into n minus 1, even that is also 0. I'll discuss another method, but this one. So when you have alternative plus minus, the reason we want to get 0 is usually we take 1 minus x whole power n. We'll differentiate it or multiply with x and differentiate it. We do something. When you put x equal to 0 or x equal to 1 at the end, again it will become 0. So that's the reason. So another method I'm going to tell this question is by using differentiation.
Sir?
Yes, please.
Sir, once can I ask you how you're skipping that summation by changing the limits? R equals to 0.
Why did I change the limits? That is very simple. You write r equal to 0, I don't mind. But the problem is cancelling 0 here is not good and this will become negative. Another thing is when you put r equal to 0, anyway it is 0, no?
Yes, sir.
So when you expand this, the very first term is 0. So why to write? So you can start with 1. We are not missing anything, right? And in this, when I put 0 also it is 0. When I put 1 also it is 0. So when I put 2, from then onwards it becomes non-zero. So what's the point in writing first 2 times 0? That's why I wrote r equal to 2. And the reason I wrote it is not so nice to cancel. When r is 0, we cannot cancel here. When r is 1, you cannot cancel these two because they are zeros for that purpose. Still your network is not good? You are going to another house or something?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody want to give an idea how to do this question by using differentiation? Anyway, generally I tell this in the beginning of first year, but still I just want to, today I observed something, so I want to make this point. I always seen in Ascent, most people are the students who never took any kind of foundation till 10th class, okay? Or even if they have taken it, not that, they were like, selected for the top batch, not that kind of students, okay? But most people, they studied in a simple regular school or standard school, which doesn't teach anything beyond the regular syllabus, mostly. But my always belief is this, that those who have capacity, if you work hard these 2 years, that is sufficient. You don't have to study from 3rd class and 5th class and 6th class for IT. Of course, somebody studies well, okay? So, in some places, okay, like corporate college and all, usually they catch students, they are doing very well right from the 6th, 7th class and they put them in batch and they teach. I think whole intermediate first year they teach in 9th, lot of intermediate second year topics they teach in 10th. Some students do well, but lot of other students, they only know the formulas. They don't know why they are doing, what they are doing, when to do, when not to do, and all that. They don't get proper foundation. Whereas in Ascent here, we always teach, the proper formula with the proof and the derivation, when to use, when not to use, and all that. And those who have capacity and do hard work, they will eventually do well. Nothing to worry. That's why the other day I was asking you in the class, where from which school have done in foundation, all that. Even in present first year, I have one boy. In the beginning, he was not doing that well because he is learning first time. But some difficult questions I did not teach in detail. I just gave a hint. He was doing beautifully, and he said he has not done any foundation work. He just studied in technical school, CBSE regular, nothing more than that. Okay, so that's why in the beginning of first year, if you remember, I always tell, till 10th class, which syllabus you are, doesn't matter. Whether a CBSE or state or ICSE. Whether done any foundation or something, doesn't matter. These 2 years, you are sincere, is quite sufficient. Okay, I'm erasing all this. Okay, so I wanted sigma r plus 1 whole square into NCR minus 1 whole power r equal to 0 to n. How can I get r plus 1 whole square? Is that, you know, 1 minus x whole power n is sigma r equal to 0 to n NCR minus 1 whole power r into x power r. Actually, minus x whole power r, first line writing. Okay. How to get this r plus 1? If you directly differentiate, the derivative of x power r is r into x power r minus 1. So what you have to do? Multiply with x on both sides and then differentiate. Am I correct? So multiply with x, you will get sigma r equal to 0 to n NCR minus 1 whole power r x power r plus 1. This is x and this is n. Now if I differentiate x into, what is the derivative of this? N into 1 minus x power n minus 1 into, of course, derivative in that part is minus 1 minus x whole power n into derivative of x is 1. Coming to this, sigma r equal to 0 to n NCR minus 1 whole power r plus 1 into x power r. But I want r plus 1 whole square here. So what should I do?
Again multiply with x.
Again multiply with x and then differentiate. Here I have to multiply with x here, UV rule here, UV rule here. But after that, I have to put x equal to 1. Because I want only this one, not this one, whole square, okay? And I put x equal to 1, this is 0, this is 0. So that's why answer is 0. So in fact, this r plus 1 whole square doesn't matter. Let them give whatever they want. Let them give r square plus 7r plus 100. I can guarantee you answer is 0. Why? Because by some differentiation it will come, or it will be in the form of a plus br plus cr into r minus 1. You may change a, you may change b, you may change c. But this into this sigma is 0, this into this sigma is 0, this into this sigma is 0. So it is 0. So it doesn't matter what is the question. Am I correct? So nothing so special about 1 square, 2 square, 3 square here. Let them give any thing. Cubic also they can give. Let them give 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube. Also answer is 0. If it is as long as alternative plus minus. Okay. 57. Okay, I'm not giving time to write this one. Those who are interested, they can write. But differentiation is also good. In fact, differentiation gives, it's okay. It gives clarity that it is 0 almost. Okay, 57. I'll directly write the whole thing in sigma form. Sigma r equal to 0 to n. Uh, 2 power r plus 1 NCR by r plus 1. Okay, there are two ways to do this question. How to take care of r plus 1 in sigma notation, that is one thing. Another one is by integration. So method 1, 1 plus x whole power n is sigma NCR x power r equal to 0 to n. Integrate both sides with 0 to 2. Why it is 0 to 2? Because in the place of x I wanted 2. That's why I'm doing 2. Earlier I was not wanting this, I was doing 0 to 1 earlier. What is this integral? For dx you have to write. 1 plus x whole power n plus 1 by n plus 1. 0 to 2. By the way, integration is right like s na. You know, almost like s only, right? The reason we wrote like that is, this s refers to sum. It's like sigma only, sum only. Okay. You know, when you find area or integral, you will take the Riemann sums, a lot of very fine things, and you will add. It is summation of the thing. That's why integration is represented like this.
sum of sums, sir,
You are using sum of?
on the right side.
It is sigma, na? We can do integration for the sum of the things also, right? I can take integration symbol inside the sigma, not a problem. Sum of many things you can integrate, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So it is sigma r equal to 0 to n ncr x power r plus 1 by r plus 1 0 to 2. Okay, this is 3 power n plus 1 minus 1 by n plus 1. This is our question after all. Our question is this one. When you put r equal to 2, it is sigma r equal to 0 to n ncr 2 power r plus 1 by r plus 1. When you put 0, it is 0. That's all. This is a question, this is answer. Hemant, you are at a different place today.
Yes, sir. My laptop is not working, so I came to desktop, sir.
Okay. When all of you are preparing for first year IT board exam, I strongly recommend spend enough time on matrices and determinants and vector algebra, because you might have forgotten, and the other side 3D geometry. All three are very important topics both for JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. They give a lot of questions from maths and determinants for sure without fail, and vector algebra without fail. So please spend enough time. So IP done is an excuse to revise that. In fact, maths and determinants is used very extensively in BTech first year and second year, even in IITs. Okay, and even other day I was talking to Nasim Naidu. He said for them also the syllabus is reduced due to COVID in the first semester of BTech. Okay, they said whatever the length in intermediate only, maths and determinants is there, and something more was there. Okay, so you'll be, so if something you are expected to do in BTech, obviously those things will come in the exam also. Okay, which what you are going to study later, that related questions will be obviously coming. Okay, I'm erasing this whole thing. Okay, let us see method 2. Earlier we have seen if it is into something, especially in terms of R, how to avoid that, we don't want it. If it is denominator, what to do? Sigma r equal to 0 to n 2 power r plus 1. You have, I will multiply with n plus 1 and divide with n plus 1. So 1 by n plus 1 into n plus 1 by r plus 1 into NCR. Already r plus 1 is there. I multiply with n plus 1 divided with n plus 1. For this is 1 extra. For this is 1 extra. So I can write n plus 1 c r plus 1. So this 1 by n plus 1 is out. Sigma r equal to 0 to n. This part is n plus 1 c r plus 1 2 power r plus 1. Now when I put r equal to 0, it is n plus 1 c1 into 2, n plus 1 c2 into 2 square, n plus 1 c3 into 2 cube, so on. Full series, but initial term is missing, which is n plus 1 c0. So that's why it is 1 by n plus 1 into 1 plus 2 whole power n plus 1 minus n plus 1 c0. Okay, that's it, we got it. 1 by n plus 1 into 3 power n plus 1 minus 1. So it is always good to know both the methods. One is using differentiation or integration. Another one is how to, if you have multiplied with some expressions in terms of r, how to remove them. If you divide with some expression in terms of r, how to avoid, using only one formula. What is that? NCR equal to n by r into n minus 1 c r minus 1. First time when we learned this formula, it is so simple what is there, but we are using in many places. That's a small thing. Okay, a small formula in math can be, applied in many ways, in many complicated things. I may not necessarily give always an example, but in chemistry it is easy to give. Okay, a whole chemical company, okay, it depends on only one chemical formula or one chemical equation, right? Some products, not all products, but some products. Okay, 59 is quite in similar lines to 57 and even less complicated than that. So try 59. Okay, 59 and 60 are almost same. Priyaksha, in Kolkata, which class you studied?
So from class 1 and 2 and then class 5 to 10.
Okay. There, what is the culture of overall the parents and students during 7, 8, 9, 10? Will they study from morning to evening, going to a lot of foundation classes or schools from morning to night like that?
No, sir. The classes start in the morning 6 or 7 and they end up at 12:30 to 1. There are two shifts, morning and afternoon.
Some people have morning, some people have afternoon.
Yes, sir. It's your wish.
Okay.
After the morning classes, you can go wherever you want. Like you can go for drawing classes, you can go for badminton classes, etc.
Okay. Outside the school, will the people go to a lot of tuitions or something like that?
Some people go, but it's not required.
Okay.
In class 9 and 10, I think it's required because I went to tuitions.
Okay. But in general, okay, is it just for school studies only?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think in that state, the people are not hell-bent like Andhra people that they want their children to push so much. Am I right or wrong?
No, sir. They are not so important. Like studies are not so important.
Yeah. I may be wrong, but I think in the world there may be few other countries, but in India people are little more into parents are more into children's studies. They put some effort in that, and especially Andhra, Telangana, they are fully into it. They want them to send one morning tuition, one evening tuition, or something that they'll say at home study like that. Okay. These 2 years, at least if you are planning to go for IITs or NDs, you have to study. But I'm talking about rest of the time. Even these 2 years, if you properly plan, it's not like you have to throughout the day study. Okay, 57. I'm erasing this whole thing. Okay, 59. Again, you can do by integration, you can do by sigma notation either way. When college reopens, I don't know what the class timings, what are the study hours and all that. Okay, sigma NCR by R plus 1 into R plus 2 R equal to 0 to N. This was the question 59. They gave an expanded form. I wrote in sigma form, that's all. You put R equal to 0, you will get NC 0 by 1 into 2, R equal to 1, NC 1 by 2 into 3 form. Okay, we'll do by integration and also this way. NCR 1 by R plus 1 and 1 by R plus 2 is the question. So what I will do, I will divide with N plus 2, divide with N plus 1, multiply with N plus 2, and also multiply with N plus 1 into NCR. You know what to do next. Are you hearing some background noise, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Unfortunately, earlier my front house is demolished. Now my side house they are demolished. They started demolition. Okay, for this is one extra, this one extra. This will become N plus 1 C R plus 1. Okay, so first this will become N plus 1 C R plus 1. For this is one extra, for this one extra. So this whole thing will become N plus 2 C R plus 2. You can understand that. So I will write sigma R equal to 0 to N 1 by N plus 1 into N plus 2 into N plus 2 C R plus 2. These two I can take it out. If I expand this, I'll get N plus 2 C2 plus N plus 2 C3 plus N plus 2 C4, so on. So this is a full series, but what is missing is first two, N plus 2 C0 and N plus 2 C1. So I can write 1 by N plus 1 into N plus 2, 2 power N plus 2, the complete series minus N plus 2 C0 minus N plus 2 C1. Okay, from here to here, able to understand. It is all completely till the last N plus 2 C, N plus 2, but two things are missing, N plus 2 C0, N plus 2 C1. I have to add and subtract. When I added, it is the full series of N plus 2, so 2 power N plus 2, these two are missing. That's it. 2 power N plus 2, this is 1, this is N plus 2, this is together N plus 3 by N plus 1 into N plus 2. If somebody wants to do by integration, you have to integrate it, indefinite integration, write plus C, find C. Again integrate it, write plus C and find C. Then you have to do it. And then put it to x equal to 1. I can also do by partial fractions. That's also okay. We'll do that. I can do indefinite integration. I can even do definite integration. We'll see that. Okay, so those who completed what is there on the board, think of how to do by integration. Okay, I'm going to erase this. Anybody needs more time? No. Sigma r equal to 0 to n. 1 by r plus 1 into r plus 2, I can use partial fractions as 1 by r plus 1 minus 1 by r plus 2 into NCR, which is sigma r equal to 0 to n NCR by r plus 1. This is sigma r equal to 0 to n NCR by r plus 2. This one is integral 0 to 1 plus x whole power n dx. Because if you want by r plus 1, you have to integrate once. How to get NCR by r plus 2 directly in integration? Anybody want to give an idea? If you take NCR x power r, integrate it, x power r plus 1 by r plus 1 will come. That's why we could directly write 1 plus x whole power and expansion integration is this. How will you get by r plus 2?
Integrate it twice.
Directly if I want to get? If you
Integral
integrate
x power
twice,
r plus 1.
so what do you mean by integral of x power r plus 1? For every term, you want one extra, right? So you can integrate twice, directly you'll get this. I'm talking about this alone. If I give, how will you do this? By definite integration or even indefinite, this alone, the second one alone. If you take the general term sigma NCR x power r and integrate it by r plus 1 will come. How will you get r plus 2? If you take 1 plus x whole power and expansion and each term integrate it in the RHS, you will get this one, but not this one. How will you get? You have to multiply with x and integrate. If you multiply with x, this will become r plus 1. Now when you integrate, what is the integral of x power r plus 1?
I said no, integrate x power r plus 1.
Not x power r plus 1. You have to tell x into 1 plus x whole power n dx. Okay. I know if it is r plus 1, you will get it, but how to express this? Okay. So if you take this expansion and integrate, you will get this. If you take multiply with x, that means expand this, multiply with x, and then integrate, you will get this. If it would have been r plus 5 here, what would I have done?
X power 5.
Multiply with x power 4 and then integrate.
Yeah, multiply with x power 4 and then integrate. Yeah. So you can find this integral and this integral and you can easily do it. Okay. You can do either way. How will you do this definite integration easily? This one, the second integration, how to do it? I'm just asking this integration, how will you do it? You can even combine these two and write 0 to 1, 1 minus x into 1 plus x whole power and dx. How will you integrate this? If this power is not there, it would have been easier. Okay. So we can take 1 plus x as t. X is equal to t minus 1. It will become 1 to 2. This 1 minus x will become 2 minus t into t power n dt. Even this x, you can write 1 plus x minus 1 fit into 2 questions. Okay. Anyway, separate this. 2 into t power n integral is t power n plus 1 by n plus 1. This into this is t power n plus 1 integral is t power n plus 2 by n plus 2. Put 1 to 2. When I substitute 2, it is 2 power n plus 2 by n plus 1 minus 2 power n plus 2 by n plus 2. Minus when I put 1, 2 by n plus 1 minus 1 by n plus 2. Okay. We take 2 power n plus 2 common, simplify this. Here take LCM, simplify this. The denominator is the same. You will get terms. Okay, I'm also, this is method 2, but I also said already that you take 1 plus x whole power n expansion. Okay, method 3. 1 plus x whole power n indefinite integration, you do it twice. But every time you have to write constant and find that constant by putting it. I'm not writing that in detail, but you can do it yourself. Okay, I prefer method 3 only, but still I want to give you an idea about method 2 that it can be, whenever you have denominator 2, 3 things, you can even do like this. Okay, I'm going to erase this whole thing. Anybody needs more time? Okay. So anyway, third method, just I can give some hint. 1 plus x whole power n is nc0 plus nc1x plus nc2x square, so on up to ncn x power n. If you integrate directly by indefinite integration, you get 1 plus x whole power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Here you will get nc0x, nc1 x square by 2, nc2 x cube by 3, ncn x power n plus 1 by n plus 1, some constant a. You generally write plus 3, but I am writing. Again integrate this. You will get 1 plus x whole power n plus 2 by n plus 1 into n plus 2. And this integral is x square by 2. This integral is x cube by 2 into 3. This is nc3 into x power 4 by 3 into 4, so on. Ncn into x power n plus 1 by n plus 1 into n plus 2 plus ax plus b. Integral of a is ax plus b. Now, no doubt, if you put x equal to 1, this will be the question, but we will be left with a and b and this. So, when I put x is equal to 1, this will become 2 power n plus 2 by n plus 1 into n plus 2. Bring that a this side, minus a minus b. What will be left with the question. But how to find a and b? Put x equal to 0 here, you will get a. Put x equal to 0 here, you will get b. Those two is substituted. For example, here if I put x equal to 0, I will get a is equal to 1 by n plus 1. Here if I put x equal to 0, I will get b equal to 1 by n plus 1 into n plus 2. Okay, so that a and b is substituted here, simplified, you get the answer. Okay, I can just tell some one method and leave it. It is not about how many questions we do. You should do some questions, okay? Don't say not submitted homework, say you said how many questions you do, doesn't matter. Now what I'm talking about, it's not how many questions I tell in the class. through one question I can tell concepts that we can do differentiation, integration. That integration in two different ways I told. One is definite, one is indefinite. One is existing algebraically. So once you get that point, any question you can try based on that. Anybody any doubt in this third method? Sorry, I may write n and x alike, and I may not write that neatly. So I hope you can complete even numbers at least up to 60 by tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Those who completed can try 61 and 63. In one or two places, we may have to use complex numbers, especially the 61 and 61, 62, 63. We may have to use complex numbers. Maybe I tell all the three. 61, 62, 63. I'll tell based on complex numbers. Okay, everybody completed what is there on the board, or anybody needs more time?